Guess at this point, I guess we are ready to go see her since. So, are we ready?
I think so.
Whoever it was that was guiding me, please continue on because. Oh wait, the dancing lights are there, so I can technically see.
Who among you actually has dark vision? Toros, Queed, or Audrey, does Queed have dark vision?
No.
No? Okay, so you can't see without the dancing lights either. Mork, I believe you do have dark vision. Half-orcs have dark vision. And Taurus can see. But yeah, they have the, there's torchlight, and there's, dancing lights up as well. So you guys can see fine right now.
Okay. I'll start making my way towards where this individual is.
Alright. So as are you going to like completely go into the room, or are you just going to kind of like wait outside the entrance?
Well, I was intentionally following kids to see.
They've been over here letting you guys talk. They're just waiting outside the entrance.
It's like.
Okay.
This
guy misunderstood me.
I'll approach and be like, "Is he ready?"
Yeah, Griff's almost done now.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Kind of watching you, like waiting.
And I'll step into the room.
All right. As you step in, you see a really old elven woman, like sitting on the bench. She kind of like turns around to look at you, and you just hear basically the sound of like stone grinding as her neck turns to look at you. And as she does, you can see her eyes are just like pure white with cataracts.
Okay.
And she just looks at you, and she's just like in a really soft, quiet voice. She's like, "I knew you'd come back." Finally decided that you were ready to wait for Balfour's arrival, huh? Well, better late than never, I suppose. Come in, come in.
I'll start making my way in.
Oh my, and there are so many of you too. As she kind of notices the rest of you guys, of everybody behind the Praxis. Yeah, Braxis, she takes kind of a closer look at you. She's just like, "Oh my, how you've grown, Thorax. Oh, last time I remember, you were just this big," and puts her hand about like 3 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
And I see you've brought Ari with you. Oh, and even old. It's so nice to see all of you again.
Okay.
Do we have a visual of what this woman looks like?
I believe it's just physical description.
Betty White, but with cataracts.
Yeah, Elven Betty White.
20 years. I don't know, I was getting more of a Sophia vibe.
She's wearing a really old cloak. It just has a bunch of like insect bitten holes in it. It seems like it's been like one cloak for years. Underneath the cloak, she also is just pieces of scrap clothing sewn together. She seems to be sitting. It's not. You're not sure if her legs work or not. Actually, at the beginning, at the front of the room, right here, is just a big black altar, as well. Wait 1 second. I'm sorry. All right. So the room itself is really well lit. There are torches all over, and also a fire pit. So there are a few supplies like scattered along the walls and stuff. Probably the last of the supplies that were collected. There are 4 beds along the walls, and at the center of the room, all the pews face toward a black marble altar at the front. It seems to be of Balfour, and he's kind of it's smaller. It's not as grandiose as the giant statue in the front. It's more of a bust, and he has a that same symbol of the forge and hammer like into his chest of the black statue.
So how went your prayers?
She's like, oh, seems today is still not the day, but I will continue praying until he answers. And what of you? How has your time away been?
Unproductive.
Away, as it were. She kind of chuckles to herself. Yes, well, as is the way with most things not related to our mission here.
Indeed. Although I do seem a little scatterbrained today.
Oh well, join the club. As she says that, she kind of like, you see her head shake a bit as she looks at you again. And she kind of squints really close. She's like, "Wait a minute, who are you? Who are any of you?" Oh no, I hope I didn't miss it. As she's starting to look around at the altar, and she's like, he wouldn't have risen without me, would he? No, I am his most devoted. As she kind of does that, she also like goes back in, and she's like, I'm so sorry about that, dearie. What were you saying, Thorax? I seem to have had one of my moments.
It's fine. But do tell me though, you're considered his most devoted?
Of course I am. I was one of the first.
How long has that been?
Oh, who can tell at this point? We've been in here so long. Most of the people lost faith, tried to leave, or went completely insane. She has this like, more so than her normal like can't actually see you. She has this like 1,000-yard stare. She's talking. She spends a little bit more time like just thinking, like kind of mumbling to herself. If everybody wants to make a perception check, please.
Sure, since I'm kind of talking to her and such. Perception.
Everyone or just Abraxas?
Anybody who wants to hear what she's saying, but Abraxas was the one having a specific conversation with her.
You said perception?
Yeah, if you want to hear what she's saying. If not, then it doesn't matter. Okay. So Abraxas, you catch little bits of it, and Kui, you do too. You catch little bits. She's like, oh, and someone tried to leave, and then she kind of mumbles off again. She's like, horrible consequences for the unfaithful, and then mumbles off again. You're not sure she's actually saying words in those times when she tends to trail off. And she comes back and she's just like, she looks at you, he's like, but I'm so glad to see you made it okay. You refound your faith.
Indeed.
We are nothing without our faith. Kane, you actually do hear what she says when she trails off like that. She spends a lot of time describing like just horrific things. She's like, oh, and then Ari had to kill Ariel.
Yes, the one girl is
Bashed her head in with a rock. Oh, and poor Olga
and she's
had
the
her
one
baby,
that-
had her baby splattered right in front of her, and she just is just describing all these horrific like things that happened inside of the place. And even with your orcish blood, you're like, God, this is intense. Like she's describing horrific stuff. And she's like, and she kind of looks back at you, and she's like, "Oh, have you met Al and Pha? Oh, they're about the age now that you were when you decided that you wanted to find your own way."
Yes. We encountered them roughly around the main hall near the great door.
That's nice. They need friends. It's been so lonely for them.
I would imagine.
I so wish I could play with them as I used to with you and the other children, but oh, these legs don't work anymore. At least not like they used to. I'm sorry, if you meant to pray, I am distracting you.
No, it's quite alright. If anything, I was just curious on how you were doing today.
I'm good.
That's good news.
Supplies are running low, though. It's now been, and you see her kind of like try to extend her fingers, but they're like permanently arthritis curled into like a half fist. She's like, it's been 3 days since I last ate.
Oh,
Al and Pha bring me food when I need it.
say,
They're good children.
well, if you need any more help,
If you wouldn't mind, and she kind of fumbles in her pocket before bringing out a gold coin. She hands it to you, like, could you place my offering on the altar? I'm afraid I can't walk over there anymore. I hope Alpha hasn't been angry lately of my lack of offerings. I want to. She's kind of starting to tear up. She's like, I just can't anymore.
sure. I can definitely do that for you. As
Thank you so much.
I'll actually get closer to her and accept the coin.
All right, you take it from her hands, and you pick it up. It's just like one gold coin. It looks different from the gold coins that like you would find around now. It's minted differently. You figure because it has a different, like completely different emperor's like face on it.
Okay.
Like you can tell that this coin was from 500 years ago.
Would I know if it would have like the same monetary value or?
Roll a history check, please.
Okay.
Nope, gold coin is gold coin.
Okay. Well then, I'll be sure to get on that right away then.
Right. I mean, you're like 2 feet from the altar, so.
Yeah. So. And I'll just place it.
Alright, Alright. Yeah, you don't know if the altar is just like black marble. Altogether, like, Balfour's head is about eye level with your head when you're standing up. So it's relatively large.
And at which point,
The other offerings around it. It's kind of like looking at the bottom of like a wishing pond, and you just see all the coins around it. That's kind of how it is on the altar.
Mm.
There's mixtures of copper, silver, and gold all around.
To clarify, was this the same statue that was in the front when we originally entered?
It's of the same guy. It's just it's a like a chest up bust instead of like a full statue.
Okay.
So it's like a big marble block, and then out of the like in the the top of the block is where the stuff goes. In the center of it, out comes that bust with the symbol of the hammer and forge on its chest.
Okay. And I didn't get a chance to examine the front thing, the front statue, so probably looks the same to me.
Yeah, it looks the same.
Okay. After placing the offering on, I'll just go back to my...
Right. She kind of looks at you expectingly for a little bit.
Did anyone else wish to ask her any questions? As I kind of gesture to the rest of my companions.
I don't think Mork should really talk. She'll probably recognize it as not anything of polite society.
Polite society.
Can roll an intelligence for me, please?
That's not what you wanted to ask Mork to roll. Okay, save it, save it or check?
Check.
It doesn't really matter, but...
Never mind.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you think you should probably be quiet.
Mork is dumb as shit.
Yeah, does anybody else have any more questions that they want to talk to her about or ask her?
I'm just gonna be quiet.
Well then, I guess we should retire for the evening then. Yes?
She looks at you again, she kind of shakes her head and snaps to the thing, and she's like, I don't know you. You're strangers here. You're from the outside. Get out! Get out! Kind of starts like screaming at you.
Can I tell if this is maybe one of her episodes, or if this is just a sudden quick...
She's like, she was in it for about a few seconds originally, but now she keeps yelling at you. She's like, how dare you defy his holy sanctum! Leave! Betrayers!
I think this is about the time when we should start bashing old people's skull.
No.
Holy.
It's like... I want to try to... I'll at least try to talk and calm her down. It's like... I helped you put the offering on the altar.
You touched the altar?
With
Defiler!
your permission.
She like grabs her flip flop and throws it at her medieval flip flop and throws it at you.
Oh my god.
The old flip-flop.
Yeah, the old flip.
You mean ye old sandals?
I'll just calmly leave. It's like, okay, fine.
Like all of you out! And she starts like, she kind of like falls off the bench and like with her hands like pulls herself over to the altar as she's kind of like leans against it, and she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't realize, Balfour. I'm so sorry. As you guys leave.
Mork's gonna laugh at her falling.
Okay, then. So yeah, after you all leave, Al and Fa are outside, just kind of wide-eyed looking at you. She's like, and they're like, sorry, she gets like that.
Is she always like that?
No. I mean, sometimes she doesn't know who we are, and that's kind of scary, but, like, she's usually okay.
Maybe we should continue this discussion elsewhere. She does seem like she needs her space.
She's probably got that blind people superhero.
I'm sorry, can everybody tell me their passive perception, by the way?
13 for Praxis.
12.
11.
Mork.
11 for Quee.
Okay. So Tauros is like, hey guys, can we talk, like, over here? And she kind of points down over this way.
Sure.
Taurus is a he.
Sorry, he pulls you over and he's like, pulls you guys over here.
Why is this so? Why are things so complicated? You don't have to write 2 pages about stupid
It's like, okay, so
and how you get hit.
I didn't want to say anything in front of her to make her suspicious, but like, there were scuff marks on the floor of that by the altar on only one side.
Let me guess. The side that I wasn't on.
I mean, yeah.
So, what, you think there's something underneath it?
She's like, I don't know, maybe not, maybe just from pushing it in place, like getting it there.
Why would one need to move it? I mean, that would indicate it was moved recently.
Well, I mean, scuff marks don't just go away from stone.
True.
And no, she could move that. The kids either.
Yeah, it's about like this. The block of marble is about like a 3 by 2 by like 5 chunk, and then it has the bust on top of it. Foot.
Well, the other issue is... So, what are you suggesting then?
I don't know. I feel like we need more information, and we might get that if we She kind of whispers close after looking at Al and Fun. She's like, he's like, I think we need to open doors. I mean, there's also an open thing right here. We can start our investigation there since there's no door. And, you know, wouldn't technically be breaking their rules.
Okay. Alright, well, I guess we could do that. But let's consider what to do if we need to actually, like, bunker down then.
What? Oh, okay.
Did you hear what I said?
Sorry, my mom came out and said something. What's going on?
I mentioned to Tauros, perhaps maybe we should consider an option in case we need to bunker down elsewhere then, just in case.
Like, I mean,
Secure,
it would be
routes
kinda
and
like
passages
playing
and such.
King's Thunder and you just go straight to, you know, getting the axe.
I mean,
and going to
yeah,
fight.
that's not a bad plan.
We don't do anything
Alright,
else.
alright, we'll continue searching there, but, what are we gonna do about Alan Fado?
I mean, I'll leave it up to you guys. What do
We
you all
could
think?
tell them, we could ask them to take care of their grandmother since she's having an episode.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I read something on Morg's face about batching the skulls of the elderly.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not a
There's gotta
good
be
idea.
something that-
It could work.
that, you know, like
Maybe.
the dungeons where you
Actually,
go
the bashing of old people's skulls has a 100% success rate for making them shut up.
next area, there has to be some element like that.
Well, let's at least
Can't argue
consider.
with numbers.
Well, let's at least try to consider a more peaceful option, if possible.
Yeah, I agree.
They've been
That's
eating
not
each
to
other.
start anything.
Alright, so
So, what are we gonna do first?
Just head in here.
I guess so.
Because they said that we're cleared for anywhere that doesn't have a door, right?
That is true.
Memory serves.
Is
Yeah,
this the
that-
snack room that we've heard about?
The what, man?
the snack room that they talked about?
I can only presume so, but I don't know.
Oh, that's a lot of skelly mans. Oh no.
Are you guys actually entering the room then?
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
see how this is?
Okay.
There's
So as you walk in, you see 3 individual rooms connected to each other by like doorless entryways. The very first room you go in is just like wooden coffins stacked floor to ceiling, various stages of decay, and then several of them have actually just like rotted apart completely, and you can see the skeletons like within them.
or this room, so now they have to fight to get to them. But I mean, the problem here is they're
Cool.
going there
We
first.
should look in these
So
side rooms full of not okay.
Okay.
Do we need our dancing light in the sun or not?
Well, yeah, we kind of do. I mean, how many of us can actually see in the dark?
2 of us. And I'm not one of them.
Well, I do need to see with lights, so. Hey, actually, out of curiosity, are those coffins have any nameplates on them by chance?
Roll an investigation.
Okay. Well, at that point, I'd be heading into the room then.
whatever you
Yeah.
did, you purchased.
I'll just say Ozzy puts up a dancing light so you guys can all see. Let me. 13. Some of them have like the plates for names, but then like it's so tarnished or rusted that like you can't make out what the word is supposed to be.
Hmm. Well, does it appear to be, even with it looking rusted and such, does it seem to be in common?
I mean it's a name. It's written in the common script. Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't suppose any of you can. I don't suppose any of you can determine on any of the names on here. I mean, they look a little rusted to me.
I don't know what good it would do to know the names.
Well, she did mention a couple names. I'm curious if any of them were any of these individuals. She mentioned Thorax and what was the other one? Alg?
Yeah. Mork heard. Kane, did you hear the name I said about the woman whose baby got splattered?
I can't remember.
It was Olga.
Olga?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, if anything, I'm just kind of curious on the name that she mentioned earlier, and it's like, I wonder if any of those names are actually on here. So it's like, but when I was doing my investigation, I was mainly looking for the one that she outright called me, which was Thorax. So it's like, so I'm gonna guess that's a no.
I mean, I guess I can help you like look at them or see if I can read it at all.
Yeah, Mork's gonna look to see if he recognizes any of the names from the various names that he found. Or heard from the old woman.
Yeah, since you heard her mumblings, roll with advantage, since you would have heard more names anyway.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Advantage for days.
It's an investigation roll.
Okay, thank you. I suck at those.
Oh.
Huzzah!
You have -1 investigation. It's
Because he's stupid. He's very stupid. We've
so
established.
you look down, you look at the thing, and you're just like, wait a minute. The dead don't need names, and you just kind of write it off and go back to exploring.
God, he's stupid.
Okay, well, do we want to search anywhere else? I mean,
Wait, Kui, did you want to look too?
Oh, I see.
I am sure.
Okay.
You said it's investigation.
Yeah, but you don't have advantage. Sorry.
I don't
Nope.
do much better.
Sure are some rusted plates with indentations on them that were at some point words.
well, there are some more coffins I see at the edge over here as I point to the southern chamber. Ozzy, you mind shining a light in there?
No problem. Yeah, he cast dancing lights in the southern chamber.
Wow, that's a lot of bones.
Yeah, this one, you notice that similarly you have like this one kind of wall of coffins back here, but then the rest is just bones and skeletons on the floor. Like, it's a lot.
I do like their efficient use of space with how they stack the coffins in the back, though.
Yeah, that is one thing.
You get an idea that like they had a certain number of coffins and then they ran out and they were like, huh. So they just started throwing bodies into the room.
She said.
Well, that's poor planning. They had like a set number of people. Like,
Yeah, but people had babies and then their babies had babies and then a lot of people died at once. And apparently
Yeah.
other people who knew how to make coffins died and then it was a whole debacle.
Yeah, which just sounds all chaotic. Kind of makes me wonder what started it all. But that seems to be.
I don't know
good
if you guys
news.
remember this, but on the at the last session, you did find words in the sanctuary. People wrote like liar, deceiver, false prophet on
Yeah.
this statue.
Yeah, which is why I'm curious as to why they wrote it like that. But
Crunchy bones.
careful.
Wait, are you stepping on the bones?
I don't know why they would. If these people are cannibals, you'd think that they would boil the bones to make soup.
Well, they did point to supplies, but
Tauros just looks at you more and she's like, you're assuming that they eat it cooked.
Oh, I mean, even we cook it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't mean they do. I'm not gonna
They're
lie,
less
those
civilized than
people are
orcs.
pretty feral. I think most of the people here are probably less civilized than orcs.
That's saying something.
The children admitted to us that they ate someone 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's normal for them. Kids.
My point stands.
but regardless, though.
Audrey, did we actually step on any of the bones?
Nah. More kind of just like came to the edge of the room. Was just like, oh.
Alright. As you walk into this room, Kui, as you walk to the northern room, countless bones. Like, you can't even tell what belongs to what skeleton. Like, it's almost, like, you know Scrooge McDuck's pond of coins? It's
Oh,
that,
God.
but bones.
Oh my god.
So who's
Well-
gonna dive in?
So, did we want to maybe risk the chance on traversing across this room to see what is on those coffins, or what? I mean, we are this far. The only other way to go is back.
Go search the coffins.
Well, I mean, we could search the coffins in. Wait, no, never mind. We're good.
I was gonna say we technically didn't search any of the coffins in this room. We only examined the ones that were open.
Yeah, you just looked at the nameplates.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna at least put the lid properly on the one that was kind of open, since it didn't look like there was anything in it. So it's like, ugh.
There are a
Sorry.
few that are partially open. None of them really look as if they were left open. A lot of them look to just like time and decay got to them and like just kind of ate away at the coffin over time until it kind of collapsed to the side or whatever.
Well, do we want
Even
to
though
at
these
least?
were intentionally moved, you get the sense that horrible as this place was, they had some semblance of respect for the dead, despite the eating them part.
Yeah. Which is the
I mean, in certain cultures, that's still seen as respectful.
It could also be just a new generation thing. You don't know.
These damn new kids and their cannibalism.
Exactly.
I'm kind of waiting for party input here.
I mean, oh, like how closed are these? Like, are they nailed shut, like straight up, or do they have latches?
Are they loosely fitted? I'm okay with peeking in some of the coffins. Or kind of like looking around the coffins to see if there's any, like, I don't know, anything around them. Like maybe a stack of coffins is blocking a door. Because you said that they're stacked on top of one another, aren't they?
Yeah, they're stacked up like basically to the ceiling.
So yeah, maybe there's a stack like blocking a door or something.
That's a good point. Alternatively, like, we have all those other doors that have not been opened.
Well, I'll leave that to you then.
I'm not very good at it, but I can roll investigation. I didn't do a very good job.
No, you can't. You're just like really distracted by just the sheer amount of like corpses and coffins and stuff. Like it's a little overwhelming.
Gross. Alright, fam, what should we do?
Well, I'm
We
curious.
could try to...
Hmm?
I was gonna say we could try our tactic of having the kids distract the Gmaw while we
Open
look
some
at
doors.
rooms. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you notice that they actually did like run back into that room.
Alright,
They're in
cool,
there
let's go open some
working
doors.
Well, who wants to lead the way?
I will, I guess. So... they're all on one side, which is kind of weird.
As we're passing the room, do we hear anything going on?
Yeah.
She's on a bit, but Taurus is like, maybe we shouldn't just poke that particular bear for a bit.
Here's a door. Let's open it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a little close to them. They might hear us opening it.
Fair point. So where's the furthest door we could open?
I think the furthest
right.
door was... No, I think the
Right
furthest
here's
door...
where you...
This one.
Yeah.
think the furthest
Back
door
in
was actually.
all the way back here.
Um, someone's actually guiding me.
There's one up here. There's this one.
I thought there was another door in the main entry area.
No, I think someone mistook that for a door, but it was actually just like a wall decoration.
That was me, actually.
Yeah, it's a wall decoration, it's not a door.
Oh, this part here?
No, one that's down here.
Oh, I was referring to the one that was on
No,
the back.
Seardon, that is a door.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. That is a door. Alright, cool.
yeah, that's technically the furthest back. Assuming
Should
that's...
we go to that one then?
Well, you said furthest back, so...
Well, we could be furthest back going in the opposite direction.
Your call.
Since she's more to the left of the map, we can go to the right. And it's not my call. It is the party's call. It is voting time.
I think we should just try this door and then work our way down.
Sounds good.
So we gotta be quick. The longer we work trying to figure out what door to open, the less time we have to open doors.
Well, the way how I figure it, this, if I were to create a temple, I would figure that this would be probably even more storage space over there. At least that one,
They are going back.
because we've seen an altar room, we've seen a shrine room, and we've seen a catacomb room. What would normally branch off into from the main sanctum area?
Cling. Let's just click down this door.
Well, I mean, none of the doors are allowed to be open, so who knows what they've been storing here since, you know?
Well,
Because they've been using the altar rooms for a storage room.
well, Ozzy, these weren't magical, were they?
Fuck. I don't want to cast spells that aren't cantrips without Vander's actual, like, permission.
Right. Well, if you want to open it, then just be careful. Who knows what's going to be on the other side?
Yeah, fair point. Alright, so I guess I'll just open the door.
It is locked.
Open this door. You said it's locked?
It is locked.
Do we have a rogue?
I mean, I have proficient in thieves' tools, even though I'm not a rogue.
I mean, that works just as well.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna see if I can pick the lock for this door then.
Try it.
I got an 8.
Nope. You try and you just can't succeed.
Lock is too complex. Sorry, fam. Let's see if we can find a door that's not locked.
Well,
So let's try this other door over here.
why not check the main entry hall?
This main entry hall?
Yeah, this is where we came in from, wasn't it?
Well, it's more of a room than it is a hall. That's why.
Well, let's check that door on the far side then.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if this door's locked.
It is not.
Alright, let's open it.
It's like,
Alright.
okay,
Okay,
guys,
I
let's
have
go.
to do that. It's dynamic lighting. I've got to click on it.
I'm just waiting for Tauros and Ozzy to come along.
Oh,
Since
sorry.
that's fine.
It's dark. I need light.
Okay, Ozzy just creates a light, dancing light by you.
Nice.
That makes it so much easier. So, what do we see when we enter this
See?
room?
Papers and books and
Yeah,
stuff.
you find what seems to be like an abandoned office or study. It's covered in papers and books and scrolls. There are several bookcases, and there's also like a desk. All of the bookcases are empty, and the desk is just littered with random pieces of paper. It looks like it was ransacked a long time ago. Just nobody, picked things up. In the corner, you see just like a broken down with time frame of a bed.
I guess I'm gonna peruse through some of the paperwork to see exactly what any of it indicates to.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
What is Quee going to do? Anything similar, or
Wait, what am I doing?
what are you
If
doing?
you want to look through as well, then it gives him advantage on.
Then yes,
Really helping him search.
I will help him get advantage.
Thank you.
You're gonna help him search.
Yes, because I'm sure his investigation is better than mine, but I'm gonna help him.
Alright, roll investigation. 12. You pick up like one of the scrolls and it just disintegrates like at your touch.
Oh,
So much for that.
It's an old piece of paper.
let's see if we can try being a little more gentle with some of this stuff. Hey Ozzy, what cantrips do you know?
Ozzy knows Dancing Lights, Firebolt, Mage Hand, and Prestidigitation.
I feel like either prestidigitation or mage hand could be helpful. I'm not sure though. Like, you want to try working any of your magic on a situation
sure.
like this?
He's gonna try to Mage Hand one of the books up. Let's actually get one arcane for him. His hand grabs a book and starts to lift it up, and his hand just goes through the book. He's like, that's not normal.
Did he physically try to reach it, or was it the mage hand?
Sorry, yeah, it was the Mage Hand.
Which book was it?
It's a black leather bound book, laying strewn amongst the different things.
Huh. That's weird.
Seems to be in suspiciously better condition than all the other stuff around.
Well, would anyone be opposed if I were to pick this book up?
Go ahead and try.
I'll try picking it up.
Alright, yeah, you pick it up. It doesn't dissolve.
Okay. I'll head towards the desk and place it, and I guess I'll try opening it, unless anyone wants to stop me.
Yeah, it opens, like, it's almost perfectly preserved, like there's no holes, there's no even, like, fading of the ink or anything. Like this book could have been written in yesterday.
Wow. Okay. What
It is actually a journal, and it seems to be Balfour's journal, actually.
Oh.
The High Priest.
Hey, I think I found a journal book here, guys. Or, well, Ozzy did. Okay, let's see what Balfour made mention of in here, shall we?
Right, do you want to read his most recent entry?
Sure.
Right, Abraxas, it should be in your journal.
Journal.
Or like in your, where your character sheet is, and you should have it.
Under what tab?
Oh, player handouts, probably?
Yep, final entry journal. Okay. Let's see. Right, but this is interesting.
Y'all want to read us some?
Oh, sorry. Got a little too involved in that one. I fear I have failed, but I must not let people know this. Our existence in this complex was meant to be one of paradise until the world was consumed in fire, and we could emerge as the chosen people. I no longer hear the words of the one who gave me this mission. I believe we have been abandoned because of the people's desires to leave and the violence that have overtaken this holy place. I did the best I could to keep people's spirits high and help them focus on our end goals, but most have turned from the cause. They have begun to demand I open the doors and allow them to leave. I cannot allow this and have taken additional measures to ensure they cannot. That probably would explain the bars that we had to go through. Although they are disobedient children, they are needed to repopulate the world. My holy deity may have abandoned us, but I shall prove we are still worthy. There are still those who still believe and remain faithful. I must do what is necessary now, although I prayed it would not come to this. I shall separate myself from the people and begin the ritual immediately. I am the only one who can lead them into the new world. My life must be preserved.
Right, he said he had to seal himself off.
Sounds it. But this ritual part, though, what kind of ritual would he have gone through, though?
One that maybe involves burying yourself underneath a statue of yourself.
It makes me wonder if the other three are even aware of this.
Who knows?
Well, unfortunately, that's kind of where we need to go. Unless we even decide to even go through any of our doors here. Because that does seem like our objective end goal where we need to go.
I mean, we can work our way over there as we check out more things to see if we could find anything else that's like this before we make it over there exactly.
And if those doors are locked?
try and open them. Or Mork can just kick them down.
That would cause more attention to us, which I would like to avoid.
Roll a perception check, please, everybody. All right. Oh wait, no. Still need more. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
So everybody's able to hear this. You hear Grandma's screams again, like just echoing throughout all the chambers as she's like apparently having another episode.
I immediately stow the book away. I say we should check that out and find out what the heck is going on.
I very much agree with this. But I would also like to point out while she's screaming, we could kick open doors.
Noted. Well, I'm gonna go investigate the screen. If you want to do that, go ahead. I'm gonna start making my way towards where she was. Assuming I can see.
I shouldn't. Oh my god, he's huge.
Ignore that.
I mean, you can't do anything about that.
Well, that was terrifying.
Yep. You just see you see this weird reality glitch as Toros like enlarges and shrinks and stretches. Take 10 mental. No.
Hacks. I'm gonna have to call hacks.
Yep. It's reality hacks is what it is. Alright, so what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna start making my way towards where she was, as long as I have a means of being able to see where I'm going.
When you say go, you mean where Grandma is?
Yeah,
Okay, so you're going back to the room?
I am. I'm not sure about the rest of them.
Okay.
I look at the locked door, but I'll keep with the group. I want to unlock it, but Grandma screaming.
Mork, you hear Toros, or Mork, you see Toros kind of motion you over to her. Him, I'm sorry, Toros is him. And Toros is just like, okay, as soon as she starts screaming again, kick this door open.
God damn it.
Okay.
Well, roll one more perception check for me, please, Kane.
Oh wow, wait.
Wow.
Just kick it whenever you feel like, really.
I'm assuming this is a strength check.
Yes.
Wait, so
Yeah, your foot hits it and you just kind of bounce backwards, like off of it. Strong door. The Taurus is just like, Mork! I said when she starts screaming.
I'm gonna sign language. No, I'm just
at this, I can. Wait, or Are the dancing lights still there at the end of the hallway there?
I don't know how long does dancing lights last.
I don't know, because that's the main reason why I didn't move further down the hall.
I'd say sure. Yeah, they're still there.
Okay, so my character, while everything was going on, he basically don't move there. So,
Okay.
okay, that's just that where the dancing light is. Around the edge. 20, 30, 40.
You all hear another scream just like echo throughout the temple again.
Okay, so
Alright, it's kicking time.
Roll a strength check.
Yeet. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nope.
Can I come over and help him?
Go for it.
I feel like I'm about to find out what is going on when I turn around the corner.
Kui,
Oh,
roll a
wait.
strength check, please. Oh yeah, with Kui, just like she brings her big turtle foot up and just boom kicks in. The door just kind of swings open.
Work
And, like-
loosened it.
Like right after the door swings open, it goes really silent, and you just hear Al, like either Al or Fudd, just like, "Grandma, are you okay?" And she's just like, "Oh, there you children are.
At
I've
this
been
point,
looking for you." And they're like, "We've been in the room for 20 minutes, Grandma."
I'd be just getting there.
She looks at you and she's like, "Ah, Thorax.
Are you okay?"
Hide and seek with Al and Fa? I think they might have forgotten to come seek you."
Y- yeah. Alpha?
And they're like, "Did we do that? Oh, we're sorry."
It's fine. It happens. Just come along now. We don't want to be disturbing her now.
"Yeah, okay. Are we gonna play?"
Yeah.
Alright, they come running over to you. They're like, "What are we gonna play?" "Oh yeah, we were playing hide and seek. I guess that makes it our turn to hide, huh?"
Yep.
Alright, well you count to 20 and then we're gonna go hide and then you come find us.
Okay. But let's do one. Let's do one small limitation though, as I kind of bring this into the hallway a little bit.
What's that?
Well,
It's almost 2 hours here. And okay, I know we lost like some time. Half hour.
we normally hide. Well, let's try to expand a little, if we can. Because
Band?
okay, maybe that's the wrong word. Try to hide. Alright, sure. I'm counting 10 now.
Okay, and you hear their footsteps run off in the opposite direction.
Uh, um,
Okay, let's say you're playing hide and seek with them, and I'll have you roll a general investigation check for that. But
Okay.
to the rest of the people over here,
You could just leave them there.
that's why hide and seek walks the other way, knowing where they are. Just leave.
To be fair, that thought did cross my mind, but no, I'm not.
I think that thought has crossed my mind when I've had to play hide and seek with children in real life.
Same.
Yeah, sure, little cousin, I'll play with you. Okay, how about I count to 1,000,000? Bye.
Couldn't be more clear.
So yeah, I'm playing hide and seek.
I don't know why Becca just decided to play hide and seek with the children. Alright. So Mark, are you gonna enter the room first, or are you letting Kui go first, or what's going on?
I shall. And then
Alright.
I'll walk in.
Okay. You see a lot of tables and cabinets. So this thing is covered, floors, walls, ceiling, like everything, just in splatters of blood. Most of it dried. There's one table that just appears like particularly just super bloody, and a knife lays on the table, and then beside it is a wooden barrel. Yeah, you're right. I'm
To
not
look
mad at all
at.
at this party.
I want to open this here barrel.
You're gonna open the barrel? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Roll initiative. As like a million fucking insects pour out of this barrel.
Gross. Wait, we actually have to roll initiative?
Yes, roll initiative.
Oh god.
What up with the black hole of despair, though?
It's here to consume you.
What the what is that?
It says
I don't actually know what
the-
that is, guys.
It sounds good.
What did I do? Oh no.
It is I, Dio.
Uno dioda.
Is it gone? Is it gone now? Or
Yeah, it's gone.
okay.
So I'll just pretend that didn't happen, and it's not gonna haunt our nightmares for the rest of forever.
Sorry, I had a little trouble moving these things to the actual I'll
Okay,
put
I'm not
this
sure
up.
about anyone else, but I could use a little bio break, so.
Oh yeah, do you guys want to take a bio right before we start this encounter?